So, a little while back, I reviewed Trizz's album, Ashes and Dust. Now, at the release of that video, I wasn't aware of when The Attic was coming out, but a week or two after I saw the release date, and I'd stayed away from all the singles as it was getting closer to the release date because I wanted to keep it as a fresh idea in the mind. I wanted to listen to it as much as I could afterwards so I could formulate a proper opinion on the album. Now, like before, Trizz knows that I'm doing this record review, and I even asked him beforehand this time just to see if I could get the okay, and I really appreciate the love you gave the video last time, Trizz. It means a lot, especially coming from one of my favorite artists from the West Coast. It's really nice to see that as you continue to make great work, you can show your fans the same amount of support. Now, as the album starts off, it starts with the song Static. This was the lead single for the album, and I was unaware of how amazing it really was due to the fact I didn't listen to anything. And it immediately threw me into the idea of listening to the documentary by Game. And as soon as I got done listening to the album a couple times, I went and listened to the documentary. The songs on The Attic definitely throw you into a very West Coast state of mind. You know that you're listening to a West Coast artist based off the beats, the lyricism, and how the people present themselves on the songs. The features Trizz has on here are standing out with their lyricism and not with an image. They don't have to have some kind of weird catch-22 to their personality. It's just their lyricism. They stand out with how they approach a song. That's a lot of what's missing in the rap game nowadays. No one wants to put themselves out there. They want to put themselves out there, but they want to look like a weirdo in the process. So, yeah. 2 and 2 make a fish in that aspect, I guess. I don't know. But this song threw me in the idea of West Side Story, and I knew from the jump that it was going to be a great album. Leading off of Static, it goes right into a song called Ride To, which features the artist Traffic. Now, the beat kind of sounds like a toned-down version of Static's beat, and Trizz linked it together, starting off his verse with Hella Static, so I thought that was kind of cool. It seems like the cinematic approach to his music from beginning to end in the day of Trizz is really nice. So, as Traffic comes in, I wasn't expecting Traffic's voice to be like that, because everybody was saying how the single was awesome, this, that, and the third, but Traffic's voice, to some people, will not be something that you'd listen to regularly, which is kind of sad because people will listen to a person's voice over their lyricism. That's probably why Danny Brown gets a lot more hate than he does love. Regardless, Traffic comes in and he destroys the song. He does a fantastic job. Props to you, by the way. Now, the song after this is called Beeswax, and oh man, Trizz is telling everybody mind their own damn business, I'm doing me. And I love that. Now, I said in the previous review on Ashes and Dust that I don't know the single thing about gangster affiliation and doing things with gangs. Living in the suburbs can do that to you. Now, nothing's changed in that time frame, but I just want to say that the music itself still tells a story. Like I said earlier, it's a cinematic approach. It lets you know what it's like to be in Trizz's shoes for a day, just from a third-person perspective. Beeswax definitely helps with that because it's like everybody wants to jump in and he's like, shut up, bitch, mind your damn business. And that's awesome. Now, holy shit. I know Trizz is a very talented artist. He's very versatile, and over the years he's dropped some very interesting pieces of work. He's worked with some of the most amazing people in the underground, and soon will be coming out with a song that features himself along with Sadistic. And I can't wait for that because I love Sadistic. That dude is talented as shit, and the fact that he has Trizz on a song made me just freak out like a fangirl, which, if anybody enjoys music as much as I do, or enjoys the presence of an artist with another artist, you can understand where I'm coming from. You can understand that it's justified, at least somewhat. Tricky made me feel like there was a whole new wave of what Trizz has to bring to the table now. It's not just because of how he was on the beat. It's not just because of the beat itself. it wasn't even because of his lyricism, because he lets people know that it can get a little tricky out there. It's how you approach the hook. It's been a minute, to my knowledge, that you've done something like that on a hook. And I appreciated the hell out of it. I had to listen to that song maybe 2 or 3 times back to back because I couldn't stop listening to it. Now, song after this is called Beep Beep, which features Cali Clips. That dude, holy shit. All right, I don't know if you had to talk to him about keeping the song for yourself or whatever, but damn, you guys killed that shit. That song was the ultimate duo song right there. That was cool. You guys did a fantastic job on that. Stay in your lane. You know, get out of mine. I love the message. That's awesome. And Make It is a very personal song to follow that up with. It's almost like Trizz wants to let everybody know, all the people that are rocking with him and all the people that are fans of him, you know, you may be going through an issue, but you can get past it. And Trizz talks about on this record that he does love the fans, but when he goes on tour, he goes for the money. If any artist doesn't openly admit that trying to keep themselves afloat, touring is how you keep yourself afloat in this business. It's the only way you can stay alive, because streams and album sales can only do so much. And now it's mainly streams and not album sales, because a lot of people see it to be very beneficial to own a streaming service. And I kind of see where it has its plus, but I also see where it has a huge contrast. Because, man, the amount of albums that I bought this year, I've listened to a lot, but I haven't bought that many. And you need to try and fight it as much as you can. Best way to do that is to support the artist that you're listening to. Go to a show, buy some merch, anything. Do anything that you can to try and support them. Just don't get anything off of Redbubble. Don't do it. Doesn't go directly to the artist. Anyway, the last song on this record is called Sick, which features Twisted Insane. He's been featured on the last few albums with Trizz, and I have to say, this man continues to put himself at the forefront of chopping, and even when he is on a slow beat, this man still kicks it to the 3rd gear. And Trizz, dude, stop doing it to him. Just stop. The lyricism is dope. Yeah, oh man, the beat was cool as shit too. I do not know who produced this song, but damn, hats off to the producers on this album. And I think that's all I have to say on this record. Trizz, it's been a pleasure to listen to your music yet again, brother. It's been a pleasure to review this album. I highly recommend everybody that has come to watch this video today to share the video with your friends or look at the album, listen to the album, anything. I'll put a link of this album in the description, and I'll also put a link to some of the videos that have come out from it, either if they're just, you know, audio videos, whatever. If you don't want to listen to the whole album, listen to the singles. Holy shit, they're amazing. Now, coming up next Monday, I'm going to be dropping a video with obviously myself, but I'm going to be putting out a song called Bloody Hands. And that's just going to be an acapella. I've been doing one takes on the channel for the last few weeks, and they've been getting a lot of good rapport with people that don't even know that I make music. And it's kind of funny as people come into my job and find out through the grapevine. Regardless, once again, this is episode 39 of Claws. My name is Ethan, otherwise known as Two-Face. And if you guys want to look into some very amazing gangster rap, listen to this album. Like I said, the link is in the description. And I think that's all. Next week, I will be reviewing the brand new Eddie Baker mixtape, Vigilante, that just dropped today. Hope everybody enjoys their weekend. Do anything that you can to keep yourself moving forward. And stay selfish. Peace.